remain trapped in a shell. As a gas then I yelled, you were attached to myself, and see, that didn't help. I reflect upon words that have been spoken, the trust which seemed broken, the tears have formed oceans. I observed you from afar, hair glisten, soft like lavender. I lined you with the stars, I marked the days on my calendar. I waited patiently, hoping that these clouds of gray would eventually subside someday. Remember the times when I would say we're so close, just a few steps away, and still I endured walking an unlit path, soul strapped with no map. As I bridge past, the wind leaves me blown back. I try to reach the seas but always drift back to the shore. My complacency left room for my heart to be torn, but I love the feeling that I get when our paths meet. Your analytical self to the point that you're crafty, that's me right there, screaming love doesn't fight fair. But still I embrace every single thought of you in my head. I wasn't clinically depressed, rather spiritually inept. My pen visibly wept, but the tears have finally dried. I resuscitated myself just to keep these hopes alive, just to keep these hopes alive. I kept these hopes alive, and that was last summer. Once upon a time when I actually loved her, she was on my mind. Convinced that there was no other, I wrote this rhyme. Cause still I must wonder why I kept these hopes alive. Cause it's been 1 year when both souls collide. Everything seems unclear, so please know that I'm getting off at the next stop. She said goodbye as I escaped from these cell blocks. When I flipped through these pages and examined my thoughts, I reevaluated what I gained and what I had lost. Now it seems more evident that you aren't as heaven sent as I imagine. I thank God for breaking me out this labyrinth. It happens, remember way back when we first met, or how we exercised those demons on the church steps. Now there's no words left, I swear this is the last song. I'm exhausted too, my hands have been writing for too long. There's no way I'm marching back to familiar grounds, where love can be mistaken for a million sounds. It seems we found each other again. How unfortunate the both of us happen to land on the same coordinates. Just when I started to get used to this windowless view, my thoughts collided and projected an image of you in high definition. I've seen your soul through your eyes, you slowly breaking inside, and I'm not really surprised. Yo, I got nothing to hide, maybe something to gain through the thunder and rain. I really wonder how strange is it for us to grab hold and erase the past from our lives. But that's what happens when hope can't be kept alive. I kept these hopes alive, and that was last summer. Once upon a time when I actually loved her, she was on my mind. Convinced that there was no other, I wrote this rhyme. Cause still I must wonder why I kept these hopes alive. Cause it's been 1 year when both souls collide. Everything seems unclear, so please know that I'm getting off at the next stop. She said goodbye as I escaped from these cell blocks.